The advantage of a mobile unit is that if the wind changes and blows the smoke away, the unit can run to the other side of the field and there lay a new screen. A chemical company in action turns a landscape into a scene from Dante's Inferno in a slight matter of minutes. These scenes, photographed from the air, show how the enemy bomber's target may be obscured by one of these smoke screens going full blast. Northwest of London is yet another link in our chain of air defense. Bushy Hall, headquarters of the 32nd AAA Brigade, located on a narrow strip of land between a golf course and a British boys' school. It's just a step from Bushy Hall Military Reservation to the fence that separates it from this prep school. Over the barrier, you can often see a soccer game in progress. Soccer reminds the viewer of that famous remark of the Duke of Wellington, that Britain's wars are won on the playing fields of England, meaning that games like these train English boys to grow up into adults who won't submit to defeat. You may have heard that British games are quieter than ours, but a look at them will convince you that these kids play just as enthusiastically and earnestly as our own kids do. Near the 32nd Brigade's headquarters is Weybourne, a British range on the North Sea, which we share with them. Here, to keep gunners in fighting trim, a new device has recently been introduced. When guns at Weybourne sweep the skies, they are sighting a target that looks like the real thing. This is the radio-controlled aerial target called by gunners the RCAT, a model gasoline engine plane 12 feet long. So built as to be dropped by parachute when hit by AA gunfire, the RCAT takes off from a long ramp from which it will rapidly zoom skyward to target position. The RCAT's flight is under electrical control from now on. This officer's job is to send the flying target in any and every direction, simulating the evasive course that an enemy plane would take in an attack. It's up to the captain to give these gunners a tough target to hit. Now the men behind the gun get a chance to show what those long weeks of training have done for them. They're coming closer. Closer. A hit. Down plummets the RCAT from the skies, a grim indication of the fate any invading plane will meet. Saved by their parachutes, RCATs are repaired for use again. Once one is down, another takes to the sky to keep the crew jumping. Again, a direct hit. And the gunners take a bow. Today, Quonset huts like these dot the landscape from one end of England to the other. And Britons going about their daily tasks may at any time hear an alert and see troops from a friendly nation hastening off to an airbase to blaze away at a target. All this is something which no Englishman would have believed possible 20 years ago. Now it is an everyday occurrence throughout the British Isles. For the two great English-speaking nations are once more standing together to uphold the security of free men. On many a windswept English field today, American soldiers are cooperating with the British, knowing that our aim is the same as theirs, to stand ready to defend the peace in these perilous days when an aggressor may strike from the skies without warning. That is why American soldiers train in British fields today. For our nation has come to realize that America's first line of defense is no longer her coastline, but anywhere in the world where human freedom may be imperiled.
Many an American soldier has brought back from Great Britain a better mutual understanding between our nation and theirs. But the most vital aspect of the two nations' cooperation is that it maintains an ever-vigilant defense of government by the vote of the people against the continuing threat of communist encroachment. Now, this is Sergeant Stuart Queen inviting you to be with us again next week, when we will present another look at the big picture.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.